Welcome back to another episode, a massively delayed episode of what the hell are we doing and anything. It's been a bit of a weird one really, so sorry for the massive delay in any sort of content. Yeah, that's about it really, that's all I can say. We haven't really got up to much apart from, I'm in the other garage at the moment, you'll see I've managed to sort out this a bit better. So this is our home gym. I still haven't put those up on the wall, but I'm terrified about fitting mirrors because I'll probably drop them and smash them all. But we have been using this area a lot more. Zach's been getting into it. I've been riding a lot more, and we just generally tidied it up. Believe it or not, this is tidy. It was a state before. It's looking pretty good now. I've got Zach and Harbour here with me. I can't say the same about our other garage. That's not exactly tidy. That is on my list. Everything's on my list.
Dad, it's like we've got two separate garages. The clean garage and then the messy garage, because the messy garage is like an actual garage.
I'll take that.
Yeah,
either way, we haven't touched these for ages, have we?
We're meaning to.
Yeah, but we haven't really had a summer. We've kind of seemed to have missed summer. I know it's August, but
like
it's
been
just
rainy and wet and horrible.
It's just miserable, and so we haven't really had a chance to get out there. But at the same time, there are things that we do need to fix on these, and do just need to sort of pull our fingers out and get them back together. So yeah, I thought we'd have a look at, I say, the OG card. And if you haven't seen the OG cart and the videos about it, I mean, I'll put a link somewhere. If you have, then you know that this is a 270cc motor on it. What's new on there that hasn't been tested since is it has a new cam in it. It has an the governor removed and an external fuel pump. It's also got a new carb on it. I think I changed that. I can't remember. I don't remember. I don't know if I put it back to the old one. Either way, it's got some new stuff. I still need to put the exhaust back on it and the clutch back on it, and I still need to mount it to there. And I still need to steal a hose because I've run out of hose. So I need to steal that from the cadet cart and run that back to there and put some fuel in it. So what I'm going to do today with these little, less than little, you should see Zach now compared to when we first started this.
Oh God, shaved head and etc.
I mean, he's just as useless, but at the same time,
no,
slightly less. Like, I mean,
I've got a bit more knowledge than I used to. No, that's not true.
And I still have none. So, yeah, what are you going to do? Anyway, let's pull this one out into the rain, and we'll see if we can attach it back up and fix some of these things and see if we can get a first start on it. I say first start, first new start, or see if it breaks.
New start.
What about me?
What about Harper? Harper's in the cadet cart. She can't quite reach it just yet, but she's getting close. She's desperate. She's desperate to be able to fit in this. She is now obsessed with Formula One racing and everything like this. So
I want to be a race car driver.
she wants to be a race car driver. So this is something that she really wants to fit in.
It feels like a race car driver.
A race car, yeah, exactly.
That's actually what a lot of Formula One drivers used to start off with.
Yeah,
go-karts.
Zach is 100% right. So, but we haven't sorted that. That's had a full rebuild with that one. So that's kind of all new. But we need to sort that out as well. So we'll get to that one in a different episode. Let's concentrate on trying to fix everything on this one, on the OG. I mean, the brakes still don't work, but who needs to stop anyway? No one needs brakes anyway.
Who needs brakes?
You don't need to stop. Just
stop?
turn.
Or just go straight into it. Like, what's gonna
What was
stop
that? Oh yeah, fair enough.
What's gonna stop you?
Oh, crash.
Well, that's a brick wall.
All right, let's
just go through it.
Let's fix this. I have a new brake master cylinder I could use. In fact, I've got many things I could use that I've been pooling that I haven't done. So let's get around to fixing it. So I just found that I do have engine top plate that's supposed to kind of mount there, I think, on top there. I mean, if it would help, I'll point the camera there. It's supposed to mount on the top there, and then you've got this thing underneath for the throttle, and I'd assume that it attaches to the cable there, and then you have something that runs to there, or maybe that goes there.
We don't know.
No, it must go there. I reckon it goes there, but I don't understand that now. If anyone knows how to mount them or has any instructions, let me know. I'll probably figure it out before that point. But either way,
Figure out and do it wrong.
Yeah, I'll do it wrong then, figure it out. That's kind of normally the way it works. But this needs to go on at some point. First and foremost though, I need to take off some hose from the other one to get this one on. And we need to mount the engine back on the cart. And Zach knows what that means.
Hmm?
What?
What? Something carb remove?
No, engine mount onto cart.
Oh.
Which means what?
I have to get into the car.
That means you have to get into the cart. So
I might just actually get a skateboard to lie on it because I'm not lying on the ground.
I'll get you some cardboard. Anyway,
This is the thing we do. We've got a solution for it. Nah, but every solution has got its cheap knockoff version.
yeah,
This
we're
is
like, yeah, that's it. Yeah,
Yeah, we always choose the cheap knockoff version, even though we've got the solution.
I don't know. It ain't stupid if it works. Right, let's go and get some pizzas. So, new jack. Well, isn't that new now, to be fair?
No.
It was supposed to be for Christmas last year, but
Yeah,
it never arrived.
Like 2020.
2020, Christmas 2020. It just never arrived, and eventually it arrived. I really love it. It's the best jack I've ever had. Not sponsored by KS Tools, but KS Tools, if you want to send me some more shit, I'd
Feel
love
free.
that. Nice bit of reused cardboard. If you haven't seen this is from a video where I painted the wheels for our budget race car, which is up there. I'm now going to do the really unsafe thing of getting underneath this while it's jacked up. Yeah, I'll do it. Yeah, I'll save
No
you.
child endangerment here.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
You can just be the test driver for that. That's another level of child endangerment.
That's like the...
Driver,
No.
No.
You can't even...
He's more cannon fodder.
can I go on your lap?
No.
I'm just kidding. Right, let's get this. Let's get this jack.
I have a helmet.
So let's go under there and see if I can not die.
Good luck, father. Don't let go, Jack.
Pray for me.
Good luck.
Nah.
When you're under there, I'll pull the thing to turn it on.
That. Father is gonna get murdered by his own 7-year-old child.
So one's in, one isn't, and I realised I think it's because I stripped part of the mount last time. But I mean, 1 out of 2's 50% of the way there, and it seems it ain't going anywhere. So
That's not going anywhere.
I mean, I call that a success. I mean, it might work. Anyway, one's in and the engine's on, so and it seems to work, and it seems to be lined up. But I'm sure it'll throw
For now,
chains.
it's gonna be lined up.
It's good enough for test purposes. Let's go. So this one also has an external fuel pump, and we have a tank for it to go into, but because we're not focusing on this one today, we need this tubing, so I'm going to pilfer it. So this one's coming with me. Sorry. So we got the fuel tank installed, new hose installed. Zach is now fitting the ridiculously loud, it is ridiculously loud, Go Power Sports header.
Oh yeah.
Modified slightly previously because we can't actually fit it on. But yeah, that's going back on. So after this, I've put some oil in as well, so we need to put it flat so I can measure the levels that we've got in there. We need to put some fuel in, make sure it's pulling through, and maybe plug up that hole we've got there in the crankcase, because that's where the governor came out of. So for now, I might just bung it up. I was going to thread it and put a bolt in it. That's what you should do. That's what I was going to do. Why didn't you do that, Ross? I don't know why I didn't do that, because I forgot.
Would we do that?
I forgot when I was actually putting it back together, and I did it on the other one, so the other one has a thread in it, and the other one has a bolt in it. Why didn't I do this one? Because I purely forgot. And I was going to do more work to this engine, but to be fair, I whacked the crank, the new cam in it, and thought, sod it, I'm just going to give it a go at that. So that's all I really did. I was going to do flywheel and everything like that, so it's still got the standard fly. So again, might go. No governor, new cam, standard plastic flywheel. Just take it easy. Not on Zach's engine. He's got full everything. So he's got full billet cam. Billet cam. Well, new cam, billet flywheel. Loads of new things. So his should fly. But with this one, I'm just sticking with the cam for now. So once he finishes that up, I'm going to look for something to bung up the sole. So header on, nice and tight, ain't going anywhere.
For now.
For now. I bunged that hole up with something. Don't look too close at that. The hole's bunged, that's what I'm going to say. Yeah, now let's flatten it down, test the oil levels, put some fuel in it, and I think then we can attempt to start it.
Yeah, then maybe drive it.
Oh, let's not get, Irene, you're way more confident than I am that this is going to start again.
I'm confident.
I think it will fuck it.
Yeah. This is us.
It's gonna work.
This is us. The title of this video for me is attempting to bring back to life the OG kart, or something along those lines. For him, I'd imagine in his little optimistic head, he's there thinking, first ride back on the OG. He has way more confidence than I do that this is going to run first time.
Obviously.
Let's see who's right and let's see who's wrong, right? I'll be in this instance, I'll be happy to be wrong. So we just realised that, just write reg, or reg, R-E-G on there. We just realised that now we've got the quad as well. We've just realised that we've now got 2 jerry cans of fuel, because obviously that's 2-stroke, that's not. That's just regular unleaded, it's reg.
It's actually just reg.
Right, reg. And can you write just 2 on that one? Just yeah, let Harper do it. Harper can write the number 2 wherever you want in big. Just do a massive spanking 2 right in the middle of it. Whatever, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter. But we can't get them mixed up because 2-stroke, that's got the stuff. Whoop, let's have a look.
Wow.
Yeah, Zach, compared. Yeah, Zach. Sorry, Zach. Sorry, you've been relegated to not writing. Sorry. Go. I just can't get the staff in this place, I tell you. Right, so now we've got fuel. I've put enough in for testing purposes.
I did 2 smiley faces.
That's even better. So we've now got fuel, plenty.
Wait.
So I've put enough fuel in for testing purposes. I mean, I've put a fair chunk in there. I mean, we won't use that. It's not going to start.
It's not going to.
Coffee.
Did you not know that I'm a lord? I genuinely am.
He is official. He is illegally a lord.
Illegally? No, I legally am.
I said legally.
I legally am a lord. Right, let's go and...
Me and the children are just servants.
Peasants.
Peasants. We are peasants.
Right, so let's go and see. Let's double check everything works. So, header, check. Fuel pipe, check. I haven't actually put an inline fuel filter in there, which I do need to do.
Anyway.
But whatever, that's clean fuel. I'm testing purposes. I will add one, but I just want to see if it actually pumps up. I've never actually used an external fuel pump before, so I don't know what's going to happen. So I need to test to make sure the fuel is pulled from there through to the engine. So that's going to be our first test. So we'll try and crank it over a few times and just make sure, one, it cranks over. There's enough oil in there. Just check, that's fine. It's got fuel. It's got a spark plug. It's got all the things that should make an engine work.
So,
but we put the engine together.
Yeah.
So if it was a normal engine, I'd be like, sorted.
Boom, done. But then you realise...
Us.
Zach and Ross. Yeah, now that we have to...
When have we ever put an engine together and it's worked?
Me.
When have we ever put anything on this go-kart that's worked first time?
Never. Okay, story time.
No, everyone knows that. Right, so... Let's see. I'm going to do it off camera. Actually, you can do the first pull. So hop off that, Harper. Hop off that. There's no throttle cable attached, so
we won't be able to start it. Well,
we will, but we won't be able to drive. But I'm going to keep the throttle. I'll manage the throttle. In fact, what we should do, this is what a lot of people recommend. We'll wedge the kart up against something like a wall, so if it does decide that it's going to fly off, it can't take anyone out. Okay? I'll show you what I mean. Yeah, so first few pulls, you can just take it gently. I just want to see if it starts pulling fuel through.
Okay.
Go for it.
Okay, that's hard enough.
go. Oh wait, it's off. Now it's on. Fuel was off, sorry.
Did you catch that?
No. It's on now. Try now.
Weak.
Right, let me give it a go because it's probably going to take some pulling through. I'm going to do that off camera and save you watching me for 6 hours do this. As you can imagine, that worked perfectly well.
I was overconfident.
I was correct, although I wish I wasn't. Anyway, what I have done is wanted to rule out fueling, so we got the old tank, obviously gravity fed, so it goes straight down, and plugged it bang into the carb again. That's flowing through. I double checked that by taking the bottom off to make sure that fuel's going in. So the fuel's going into the carb anyway. So it's going into the carb. It's in there. Now I'm like, okay, let's test the spark, see if there's a coil pack issue. So Zach's going to turn it over now. I've taken the spark plug out. Zach's going to turn it over and we're going to see if there is a spark. So Zach, if you could pull the cord and we will check to see if there is a spark coming in here.
What piece is that?
Right, so let's see if this... So we've definitely got a spark there. There is a spark. Try it again. There's definitely a spark. I'll show you on this. We have a spark. And it's raining. Yay. So, yeah, pull that over one more time just so we can see, because I've put the clearance a bit smaller. So I put the clearance a bit smaller on the gap between, on the spark plug. So we've definitely got a spark. So we've got a spark and we've got fuel, but now we need to test. So what I think we should do is make sure that the fuel is not just, is actually getting into the... Am I boring you? Am I keeping you awake?
Huh? What? I wasn't listening.
Oh. Or... No, because it's getting into the car. I'm going to take the air filter off and see if the fuel is getting into the actual engine itself. I think that's the only thing I can really test now. If it's getting spark, it's got to be an issue on the fuel, because what
Dirty
else?
fuel?
Maybe, but God, it's not that old. I'll take the air filter off and we'll have a look there. But let's see if the fuel's actually getting from the carb into the engine. That's the big kind of thing. That's kind of my... Yeah, then it's got to start. So I was like, well, we're getting fuel, we're getting spark. Let's try and investigate a bit more. So I took the valve cover off, and what I saw was that there was a lack of... Well, the push rod wasn't actually attached at the back there. It had come off. So obviously the valves weren't going up and down when they are supposed to be. So they weren't opening and closing. So that might explain why it wasn't starting. So now I've put it back on, put it back together, and it now, well, they're now attached anyway. Whether it works or not, that's a different matter. But at least I can try. But I think that one's got a lot more thread than that one. So I'm going to try and make them match a bit better, because I don't know why that is. I'll fix that and then we'll put it back on. I'm smiling because Zach was right.
Yeah, for the first time.
They were completely out, so no wonder it wasn't starting. Like, the valves were opening completely the wrong time, so I put them back to what I think they should have been. Don't know if it's right. I'm probably going to have to Google it, because that's probably completely wrong. And it started. The downside of this is, obviously, I put the gravity-fed fuel tank on top like this. Like that. So that's what was feeding the engine. Did I disconnect that one? No. So as it was cranking through and pulsing, the pulse pump, if you don't know, the pulses then draw fuel through there. So it was pissing out there. Excuse my language, Harper. So it was hemorrhaging fuel out of that, just everywhere. Well, we haven't got any actual accelerator. So it was just a good job we put it in front of that wall, because otherwise it would have gone straight through the house.
And luckily I actually moved.
And luckily you moved, because you were stood right in front of it.
Literally right before Dad did that extra pull, I was stopping it from jumping forward. But I realised, That's actually why you put it in front of the wall.
Exactly.
So I moved out the way, and then it started, and then I
it started.
realised.
It sounds pretty savage as well. So yeah.
It sounds amazing.
It's the new cam, and the timing's probably a little bit wrong because I did it.
There's no.
It's popping and banging like
a party.
It's just like a party. Let's say that, like a party, and then we'll try it. Knowing my luck, it will not start on camera.
It won't start.
But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it to the top there, just in case, because it's incredibly loud. Incredibly loud. Like, oh my god, it's loud. Like, oh my god, it's loud. So I'll put it back together and back in 1 second. So we're up the top here, test ground as we love it. Main reason is just to get out of the way of neighbours, because
Dad,
she loud.
we could be down there or here.
Oh, you could be in another country and you'd hear it.
You'll just hear.
Honestly, savage. Right, let's get off the curb.
Loud.
Let's get off the curb and we'll start it. I'm dubious about.
Maybe go up there.
I'm gonna go up there. Closest Harbour can get to driving the go-kart at the moment. Turn slightly to the right. Slightly. It's a quick rack, so you turn it small.
No, go to the left now.
Left now.
Good.
All right. Now to the left.
Turn left.
To the left. Right. That'll do. I'm going to put it up against those blocks though, because again, I don't want it to go flying or go anywhere. So steer towards those blocks, Harper, okay?
Yep.
That's it.
Keep on going straight.
Yep, that's it. Good girl.
Better at steering than me.
That's not hard. Right. Now, Harper, I'd suggest you hop out because it's going to get loud.
I don't want it to get
Do
loud.
you want to start or do you want me to start?
Is it alright if I may do the honours?
Yeah, go for it. Wait 1 second. You ready for this?
Yes, I am.
All right, let's go then. I've got to be the throttle controller, so go. Oh, wait. Go.
Is it just me?
Is it just you? I told you it wouldn't work as soon as you came up here. Go for it. You gotta have some back. I don't know if it's because of the new, you put it back to the same.
Yeah. Got to have some back, he says.
Yeah, I know, yeah. Hold it shut. And when I say this is just idling, now give it some throttle. So again.
Ears are bleeding.
Honestly, that is
next to it.
That is savage.
I actually got scared from over there.
But she runs.
I accidentally let go.
Is that why it stopped?
I don't think so.
I don't know. Let's see if it goes again.
A nice close-up view.
Close up.
Creeper.
Well, it doesn't need the choke on, so that's all right. So that's off. She starts.
She starts. That's a beginning. That's a start.
So it's literally
that is literally a start.
a start.
The start is a start.
So I was proven wrong today. Zach was proven correct.
There's literally a first time for everything.
First time for everything. I'm so pleased that he managed to prove us all wrong. And we started the OG kart for the first time in
months.
Months.
Like almost a year, actually.
Yeah, so I'm pleased with that. So, step one of, I mean, we're absolutely getting urinated on right now, so it's not exactly the prime time for it, but that seems to be the theme for our antics, to be honest. Every time we go out, we get absolutely hammered with rain. So, oh, and it's low. We might need to move that seat up slightly because we keep hitting our...
That's going to start scraping and then it's going to like actually hurt.
Yeah, so now we've got it back running slightly. We need to sort a new fuel cable for it so we can... Accelerator cable for it. So then we can actually give it a proper test run. Then we can start to fix the brakes on it, because I do have a new caliper and a new master cylinder for it, because I do think the master cylinder's seals are leaking. So replace those, because I couldn't actually find a replacement seal set for this kit. In fact, I did find one in Italy somewhere, and it's more expensive to buy the seal kit than it was to buy a brand new master cylinder, which is crazy nuts. So anyway, now this is at least well, it started. Now at least that, we can then fix all the other things wrong with it next one. And basically, we need to have a showdown. Go-karts, quad bike.
Harper's going to be on quad bike,
Everything.
I'm going to be on go-kart, Dad's also going to be on go-kart.
We need to see which one's the fastest.
Well, by judging how we've already measured go-kart and also quad,
I'm gonna win.
yeah.
Now I've lost a few pounds, I need to see if that's... Oh, in fact, I need to see if I can fit into your seat in the cadet car, because that was much nicer than ours. Anyway, there's no brakes in this, and I'm going to push that down the hill, because...
I race you.
Go on then, ready? Get out of the way, though, because you don't want to get run over by this, because you will get hurt.
You have to start at the same point, or not?
Go on. Now straighten up. Ready? I mean, he's not going to stop. He literally has no brakes. He literally has no brakes. Told you, he's got no brakes. And that could have ended worse.
Got a fire in my bones, got some gold in my eye.
Anyway, more parenting tips from me in the next episode. I'll see you on that one. Hopefully I'll do 4 or 5 weeks before
With the prize on
Peace
my
out, guys.
Got a fire inside of me. You're gonna feel my burn.